Tonight, NewsNation's Robert Sherman is live in Tel Aviv. Joe Khalil is standing by for developments out of Washington. But let's begin right now with Robert. Robert, you just took shelter moments ago because more missiles from Iran were fired. What is the situation right now?
Yeah, I can tell you this, Elizabeth. It's been a very active night here in Israel. Not once, but twice, Iran fired salvos of missiles here at our position in central Israel, causing millions of Israelis to flee and head for shelters. And that included us. Take a look at what happened. Okay, sirens just started blaring here in Tel Aviv. Actually, in the sky, we're already starting to see some of the Iron Dome interceptors that are being launched in order to intercept some of these missiles that are coming from Iran. We now have to go into the bomb shelter quickly, so this is where we're going to head to now. Every time you check into one of these hotels, staffers tell you to make sure that you know exactly where these are located. It's that important because this is something that happens so consistently. Safe room, as you can see right here. And now we wait until this concludes and we get the all clear. So we spent about 10 minutes in that bomb shelter during that episode, but it wasn't even 30 minutes or so before we were back in that shelter again. And that is a trend that we have noticed here, Elizabeth, is that these attacks, these salvos, these barrages have come more consistently from Iran, but they've been smaller in size. The initial estimates for those two barrages there in the territory of 10 to 15 missiles each. That's the size that we've been seeing in recent days, smaller than the initial strikes that were coming from Iran when all of this broke out late last week. The Israelis contend that this is because they have degraded Iran's capabilities, pushing them out of western Iran back to the central portion of the country. Iran is pushing back on all of that, and they say that they are just lying in wait for stronger, more punitive strikes if Israel continues. Elizabeth.
All right, Robert Sherman reporting live from Israel to Washington, D.C. now, where NewsNation's Joe Khalil is following the latest developments for us out of the White House and Capitol Hill. Joe, the legislative branch of Congress meaning, doesn't normally like wars to start without it giving its stamp of approval. What are you hearing from the halls of Congress at this hour?
No, that's right. And you've actually seen measures both in the House and in the Senate, Elizabeth, that are trying to get President Trump to come to Congress and to get approval before any sort of strike, because those members in the House and Senate say that would be a declaration of war, which constitutionally has to go through Congress. And you're seeing that in a bipartisan way. Interesting. You've got several Republicans opposing a potential offensive strike from the United States into Iran. Elizabeth, from here at the White House, that is the exact question that President Trump has to answer, and the reason that he convened his national security team in the White House earlier today is to answer that fundamental question. Is the U.S. going to actually launch a strike, begin a war, rather, with Iran? Or are we going to continue to play this secondary role and assist our ally in Israel, which is what the U.S. is doing right now? President Trump was not shy earlier today about talking about American capabilities, specifically talking about taking out the Ayatollah. You already played that. He also at some point today said that the United States, in his words, we have control over the skies of Iran. We later got clarification that did not mean that American jets were over Iran, although, again, that option is there. What's really interesting, Elizabeth, is that just a couple of days ago, President Trump was talking about how there was potential for negotiation, a diplomatic end to this. Right now, he seems much less prone to the diplomatic option.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.